Hey, what is up guys? Jay here with the Vivi F26 e-bike from Walmart. This is valued at $769, and in my humble opinion, this is a lot of value for what you're getting. This one in particular, it is considered a class 2 e-bike. It is IP54 certified. It comes with a max speed of 25 miles an hour, but out of the box you are throttled at 20. But later I'll show you how to unlock it. It is quite simple. It does have a 48 volt 13 amp hour battery, and is able to give us up to 50 miles in range one way, of course. It comes with 26-inch by 4-inch tires, so they are fat tires, which is great for off-roading. And inside of the box, everything came quite protected, even though we only have one layer box, which is not quite secure for handling. But everything, at least for me, came okay. We get a toolbox, we get a whole bunch of accessories on here, and that's great. This one in particular comes with a front headlight, and also we get a rear reflector. It comes with electronic horn as well as a bell. The bell, I decided to eliminate it. I didn't need it. It comes with a 7-speed Shimano system, and that's quite common on these e-bikes. The front tire is super easy to install. In this particular case, we don't have the quick release, in which I prefer. These are 15mm bolts, quite standard, but it is a lot more rugged in my opinion. Now we are doing here the handlebars. They come with number 4 Allen screws, and again, super basic, nothing overly complicated. Now we are doing the pedals, okay? And this e-bike has a weight of 62 pounds, which is not too heavy, and is able to hold up to 330 pounds. So again, that's quite impressive. And this bike, what I like the most is that the company is already telling you how to unlock it, which is super simple. So right here, you guys can see that the assembly was pretty straightforward. Again, nothing overly complicated. I think the hardest part was just getting that rear fender through that pipe for the seat. And it is fully adjustable depending on what seat height you need. Something I wish that we had was that rear tail light, as we have seen from other e-bikes, but that's okay. Having a reflector, at least it helps a little. So now that we have everything fully assembled, let's go ahead and grab the keys, and we are almost set to go. The tires have to be set at 20 psi on the front and also on the rear. And if I forgot to mention, that's a 500 watt 48 volt motor on the rear. So here we have all of the controls. We get the Shimano 7-speed system. This is the LCD display, and we have just the basic controls. And here I'm showing you how to change the kilometers per hour to miles per hour. All you have to do is press and hold the plus and minus for a few seconds, and after that you can see how everything pretty much works. To change or unlock the speed, all you have to do is press the plus and minus, then press the power key in the minus, and then set the L5 setting all the way up to 40 kilometers per hour. Well, obvious to say that we are on the Vivi F26F. And as always guys, one of the first things that we will start testing on this particular bike is going to be the speed. And this is pedal assist number 1. So now we're going to try mode number 2. And on these modes, it doesn't really make a difference if you're pedaling or not. On certain bikes, if you are pedaling, it does make a difference. And I just saw a whole bunch of off-road dirt bikes passing by, and they are electric, which is really cool. Anyways, we are doing 12 miles an hour, okay, on pedal assist number 2. And now finally we're going to try pedal assist number 3. It is a Saturday today, so the park is kind of full, so it's hard to get to the 22. And there we are actually, look at that. We're doing 24 on the phone, 25. We hit exactly 25 miles an hour guys with this e-bike. And come on guys, you can't deny the fact that this is like super cool. This thing has a 13 amp hour battery, and speaking English, that means that you're gonna get almost 50 miles in range, okay? Now, if you use it the way I am using it right now, which is on the strongest pedal assist, and you're doing full throttle, hardly pedaling, then yeah, you're not gonna get 50 miles, but instead you're gonna get, I don't know, like 40% less than that, which is about 30 miles or so. In terms of the electronics and the lighting, this thing comes with pretty much everything. We have a headlight that comes along with a horn. Okay, we get the headlight button here, which is really nicely accessible, as you can tell. These tires are 26 by 4 inches. So off-roading on this thing, being a 48 volt e-bike, guys, is super nice. And that's the beauty of having fat tires, is that you can use it for everything. I mean, this e-bike can do literally everything, guys. Right now we are doing a hill climb test and at the same time an off-road test, and this has to be at least 15 degrees. I am not pedaling whatsoever, not even a bit, and we are climbing the hill like nothing happened. Okay, and this speaks a lot for a bike that only costs $769 at Walmart. Now, there's a little boo-boo made on the manuals for these tires. It says that you can inflate them between 40 and 50 psi, and if you do that, you're gonna blow the shoot out of it. You can't inflate them more than 20 psi. The reason I know that is because I have dealt with fat tires in the past, and they're not designed to be inflated above 20 psi. If you do so, you run the risk of blowing one of your tires. So don't even try that. So here we're doing, guys, again, another hill climb, and we are doing it at 12 miles an hour. It is just an absolute breeze, guys. It's not struggling at all. At all, not even a little bit. And the cool thing about having fat tires also is that they serve a little bit as a cushion, I would say, for when you don't have a true suspension. It does absorb a lot of that impact created by the rough terrain. Going downhill, we don't have any issues because it has a dual brake system, and even though they are mechanical brakes, they have the power to stop quite fast. And this is important for a bike that is capable of doing 25 miles an hour. I mean, that's quite significant in my book, guys. So right here, we're gonna do a stopping power test. You're going about 20 miles an hour. We're gonna stop right here. And as typical, that took 14, 16 feet approximately to come to a complete stop using both of the brakes. Now, I wish that just because the tires are quite big, that maybe they would have added 180 millimeter rotors. That makes it so that they don't heat up that much. And yeah, that's pretty much, you know, the only thing I wish I had, and maybe a better fender on the rear, guys. This thing is really flimsy. But besides that, guys, I love the motor and I love the battery on this e-bike. I mean, it is just phenomenal. Of course, we have the Shimano system here, in which if you hit the plus, it changes right up. It comes well calibrated. I've had e-bikes in the past that were way more expensive than this, and the derailleur was not calibrated. I had to take my time, watch like 2 or 3 YouTube videos, and calibrate it myself. The handle grips here are comfortable. They kind of sit right on the palm of your hand because of these little extra flaps they have. And when you're riding, you see, you can feel the comfort right here. You can rest a little bit on them, and that makes you not have so much fatigue on the middle side of your palm, if that makes sense. The motor does whine a little bit when you are taking off. Besides that little rattle I mentioned before, it makes kind of like, I don't know if you guys ever heard the Tesla when reversing. It makes that like whining noise. Well, that's similar with this one here, but of course this is not a Tesla. So the motor is not the quietest that I've ever heard, but and it's not the weakest either. For a 500-watt motor, that's quite impressive. And if I forgot to mention, the battery has the capacity to be charged 500 times before killing the cells. With this e-bike, I haven't figured a cruise control for it. Maybe it's on the settings, maybe we have to dig a little bit more into it. But as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't have cruise control. You get so much for the money with the Vivi F26F that it's just really unbelievable. You're getting a 48 volt system with a 500-watt motor capable of doing up to 25 miles an hour for just $769, free shipping, delivered to your door. We even have a 7-speed Shimano system back here with a single speed crank on the front. The things that we are missing, of course, and we can't judge it, is going to be the rear tail light. We don't have hydraulic brakes, and it doesn't have rear suspension, and well, this fender in particular, it's a little finicky. But besides that, guys, I mean, for the money, you're getting great value, including the 4-inch fat tires, 26 by 4 inches. All in all, it is a excellent bike for the price, as I said before, and I really don't have that many complaints, considering what I already told you. I love the color scheme. I like the Vivi logo with the white lines. It gives it a little nice style to it. The display is bright enough. If you've seen those Casio older watches, the $20 ones that you can still find at Walmart, that's how this looks in terms of display. So the brighter the sun gets, it doesn't really affect the display at all. You do get a electronic horn, as I said before, headlights. Very good e-bike for the money, guys. Let me know down below what you think about the Vivi F26F. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, comment, and share. Click on the bell icon so that you don't miss future videos like this. And I'll see you on my next one.